Okay, we're gonna be talking about baseball. Okay, I'm using a hacky sack because I'm inside. And I'm gonna be talking about how you can get more power in your throw. Okay, now the way I like to start with this is what you want to start with is just throw, hold your wrist, and only throw with the wrist. Okay, so if you're only throwing with the wrist, what we're gonna learn is where the power all comes from when you're making a throw. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, that's my wrist power. So then, you want to understand how much power now you get with the elbow and your wrist in hand, right? You hold your elbow and only use your elbow when you make the throw. Okay. Now I'm gonna have it from my shoulder, and I'm gonna use my entire arm all the way down, but nothing else. Okay. So if I'm just using the arm and nothing else, okay, I have a hand here to make sure I'm not using it. All right, let's see how much power we got. Okay. And then where do we go after that? Okay, well then we have the upper torso. The upper torso. Okay, we're gonna forget about the bottom end from right now. Okay, but if we're using the upper torso, right? You can see how I use this hand to pull it in. Okay, so if you're right-handed, you would be doing it like me. If you're left-handed, obviously, then you're doing it the other way, right? Yeah, I'm not left-handed. Yeah, doing my best. Okay, so I'm right-handed. Okay, so I wouldn't just be doing this and keeping this down. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I gotta make sure I'm not using my hips. Okay. So now let's see how much more power we get now. Okay. So I hit the bottom of the box. That's okay. It's probably a good thing. You can still tell there's more power. Okay. So now we want to add in the next element down, which is the hips. The turn of the hips. Yeah, the twist. The twist. Okay? So if I started here, then went here, then went here, okay? Then I use the upper torso here, okay? Now I'm turning my hips. Okay? Okay, so let's see the difference. Okay, no problem. Okay, so now we want to start adding the legs. Okay. It's kind of important to see what happens with the thighs. Because what I'm going to do, I'm right-handed, so I'm putting the weight on here. Okay, so if it's loose, right, loose, right? But when I put the weight here, it's nice and tight because all my weight is on my back right leg, okay? And then I am bringing it forward, okay? So the idea is just bringing the weight from the back leg. You're doing all that other stuff, but as you throw it, you're bringing that weight forward with you, okay? And you're also going to notice that if I have my feet positioned sideways, as I have the weight in the back, I then point them forward to where I'm throwing, okay? Okay. When you're doing like a pitching windup or even from the outfield, right? You're not really just standing still and making the throw up. No, you're not. So how can you get some more power? Right? You're gonna notice some side steps here, okay? This is more of like you're actually out in the outfield. Okay. A little bit more room. So I'm putting a foot forward. As I put this one back, I put the weight here and bring it forward. Right? Okay. So you can see with those extra little steps, you see? I'm getting way more power and fluidity. Okay, now the other thing is when you're an actual pitcher, I highly suggest that you do something that feels natural to you. Because if you think too much about these kinds of mechanics, you're going to overthink them, as opposed to actually making the better throw that feels natural. Okay, so this is like, you know, the pitcher's mound. Okay, this is what you have to step on. Okay, so a foot goes like this, then I'm on the side. Okay, round windmill. And the reason I end like this is because I'm ready to catch a comeback pitch. What happens sometimes is there's a comeback pitch that gets hit right back to the pitcher. And you want to be ready for a comebacker pitch. Because as soon as you've made that throw as a pitcher, you're now on defense like everybody else on your team. And they might bat that ball right back at you. And I'm ready to go. Okay, so now I'm pitching, right? Right, knock it out of the park. But that's how you get more power. You understand that with the wrist, you're only getting so much. From the elbow, you're certainly getting significantly more power. Then, from the shoulder, yes, you're getting more power. Right? But then you start realizing where the real power is coming from. Then you're doing your upper torso. Okay? It's almost like you're going, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yes. Okay? Yes. Yes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then you got the hips. Okay, and it is good to have a right angle, ideally, as opposed to way up here like a windmill. Okay, you can be a sidearm pitcher, that's your thing. You're gonna hurt your arm one day though. But yeah, when you go like this, okay, it's like a right angle. Okay. Yeah. Right, and then legs. Power back here. Right, following through. Okay. All the weights here. It's all going forward. Right, and then you're in the outfield, you gotta make that throw all the way to home plate. Okay, and then when you're fishing. And you're ready to catch the ball. Alright, knock it out of the park. That's how you get more power in your throw.